right. This skill is donning, which means what? What's donning mean? Putting on. Donning / doffing, taking it off. We can't just say on and off in healthcare. PPE for contact precautions. And our PPE needed. PPE is what? Personal protective equipment, right? Which is gloves and gown for contact. So I always start the procedure the same way. I'm going to knock and introduce myself. Hi, Mr. Jones, I'm coming in. You know, I'm going to come in and do a procedure for you. I need to put on my PPE. You need to remove your jewelry. Okay, outside the room, there'll be a station set up. I'm going to wash my hands or use hand sanitizer.
Do you need to remove your ring or just watch it?
I would remove my ring, yeah. And so you guys, if you have any jewelry, you're not going to wear anything there, okay? All right, so I'm using hand sanitizer before I ever get started, all right? And y'all make sure I hit my criticals. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I need to get my gown, and I'm going to give you guys all one of these to practice here in a minute, and then you'll take this home with you to practice at home. You want to unfold it, all right? You don't want to sling it around because, again, we're disturbing potential pathogens in the air. You're going to slip it on. Kind of like putting on gloves, not really a lot of magic there. The best thing would be if my hair was pulled back and I wore it down today, not even thinking we would get to this today, but we did. You're gonna tie. Now, if you are struggling with tying, you can tie up front and put it over your head, but I always tie. There are the Velcro kind, which are fine to use if that's what they have at state, but I always prepare you that they're going to have the kind that you have to tie yourself. All right? Then I'm going to do my back. You want to cross this in the back, making sure your uniform is covered. Okay, remember if you were maybe a big football player or something, and I have had those kids in time that needed 2 gowns, okay? If I couldn't cover my gown, I would do that, put the gown over the top. So you're going to tie the back. All right, now I always tell you don't over tie this for practice purposes so that it'll untie nicely and it doesn't rip, because this will be the one that you get to take home and practice. All right, next you're going to put on your gloves. What was the critical that I just made sure I showed you guys? Yeah, I need to put my gloves over the wrist, but then also the back needs to be what? Completely covered, okay? And you're going to verbalize that to them, so I know you can't see yourself in the mirror when you're going to practice or go to state test. All right, so put your gloves on, okay, over my gown. All right, now, once I get my everything covered, this is contact precautions. We're not worrying about masking at this point. Then I'm going to go and take care of my patient, all right? Take care of my resident. My care is done. I've gone to the door. Before I leave and go out in the hallway, I want to make sure that I take things off, right? You can't go back and forth in and out of isolation rooms. So what comes off first? Gloves. My gloves are dirty, so dirty can touch dirty, right? So I'm going to touch the inner part of the glove carefully, taking my hand away. Then I'm going to go to the inside part of the gloves, and I'm going to toss them in a garbage can that's right there by the door. All right, so you want to unloosen the gown. Sometimes this happens better than others. Did it come untied? No, there it is. Unloosen the top. All right, now this is the part that kids, you just want to start taking it off. You need to turn it inside out and kind of let it fall. Take the arm, go across, inside and across, and then you're going to turn it all towards the middle. You're going to take that to the garbage can, throw it away. You're going to go to the sink area. You're going to wash your hands, okay? And then you're going to leave the room, all right? And obviously it talks about reporting and recording at the end of every skill.